In 5 days, when this morning's guest says giddy up, it won't be to one horse, it'll be to 1,500. What's it all about? You'll find out coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Villa Romana Italian Restaurant, the Italian restaurant of the year, located between 7th and 8th Avenue South on Kings Highway in Myrtle Beach. We're focused on the 26th annual Jack Monroe Horseback Beach Ride to be held kicking off next week. And we're visiting with Katherine Leventis.
Hello.
The Director of Corporate Relations for the Waccamaw Division of the American Heart Association. Good morning,
yes,
Katherine.
sir. Good morning. How are you?
A lot to get out there. Big title there.
I know.
Big division. Doing great. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Villa Romana. Have you ever been
I know.
here
It's
before?
beautiful.
It's amazing.
No.
They fixed us up a little cappuccino.
I know.
This is the first morning all week long we've been stuck in here without cappuccino, and Claudio
This is a great treat early in the morning.
That's right, here at 7 a.m. Of course, a big deal next Wednesday, is it?
Yes, 5 days.
Halloween.
5 days till the 31st, the big event.
Wow, are you feeling good?
I feel great.
You've got
It's going to be a huge success.
Oh,
we already have about 1,200 riders, so we're definitely going to exceed our limit with riders. Everyone is so excited. We've raised $200,000, if not more. So
already. So a lot more will come in this week, and
the riders definitely bring a lot of their fundraising money to the event, actually. They just reach their registration goal, and then they will bring in the rest of their money on October 31st.
Great.
So,
some folks arrive on the 31st, on that Wednesday. Does some trickle in over the next couple of days before the big ride on Saturday?
They definitely do. We really don't have a lot of planned activities on the 31st. We just, of course, have registration all day.
Right.
Starting Thursday, we'll have some activities planned. We have karaoke every day. Friday, we actually have a parade and a costume contest, and people go all out for this now. They dress up their horses. That's right. We have a silent auction and a live auction. We have cookouts all week. We have the awards ceremony Saturday, and of course the organized trail ride Saturday. And then Saturday night, High Stepping Country will perform.
There at Lakewood.
Right there at Lakewood.
Oceanfront
in the amphitheater.
Resort. It is fantastic down there. You must be spending a lot of time down there now, Katherine.
I am, and everyone at Lakewood is wonderful. Mary Kate has been huge.
Oh, yeah.
A huge help, you know, registering everyone with their campsites. Robert Klinger, who is the GM, has really helped us out a lot. I talk to him every day, so I'm sure I'll be talking to him soon.
Later today.
So they are just fabulous. We really couldn't do this without Lakewood.
Without Lakewood, of course.
We owe it to them,
yes. Years ago, it had been, for so long, it had been, I guess, out where Broadway the Beach is, and then they moved down to, was it down near the Air Force Base?
The Air Force Base. And they
had a year there at Ocean Lakes, which was tough, and moved right next door to Lakewood. And
I know. They're living large at Lakewood. At the Air Force Base, they were staying in tents. They had to bring in porta potties. I think they raised about $3,200.
Oh, come on.
That's what Jack said. So this is just amazing what it has become.
Jack and Margot Monroe and so many of the volunteers, whether it's Leon Todd or Herman Holmes or Ray Spitz, so many of the folks that year after year are out there, just a dedicated volunteer base.
I know, it's amazing.
You couldn't do it without them.
No, we have been having our committee meetings, and I'm really thankful to have such a great committee. Because at the end of the day, it's a good feeling just to see everyone work together to put on this event for such a great cause. And Jack and Margot are wonderful. I'm so honored that I have gotten the chance to get to know them so well through this. So
We were with Jack 6 weeks or so ago at Design It over there close to the off of Highway 501, close to the new Hard Rock theme park, and to hear him talk about it, he is emotional about it.
I know.
To think back to year one, 26 years ago, in 1981 exactly, to the present, to fast forward, and to think about the impact that it's made on research and education and the mission
amazing.
of the American Heart Association, but the folks that have been coming year after year from all over the country. And
they are so dedicated.
Right.
And you know, that's probably the greatest part about my days, talking to these riders. You know, I talk to them every day, a couple times a day, and they're just so loyal and genuine, and they really just love to help the American Heart Association. Right. They love gathering together this 1 week every year, and you know, it was so neat. I got onto our website the other day, and there's actually a link where there's a bulletin so people can post comments, and it was really heartwarming because you know, these riders just kind of band together. They talk through the bulletin. They talk about loved ones who have been touched by heart disease, and so it's really neat. I love our group of riders. Speaking of that, give viewers a sense of a chance to go ahead and go online if they need to get off to work now or get family off to school. The website dedicated exclusively to the event. It's www.horsebackbeachride.kintera.org. /Myrtle Beach SC. Okay, horsebackbeachride.kintera.org/Myrtle Beach SC, and of course, folks can look at that here on the screen if they can actually see. They can see that up here on the screen. They can go online and check that out. And our phone number as well. Oh, yeah, please, give out the phone number for the Horseback Beach Ride, please, Katherine. It is 843-282-2930. Easy to remember, 282-2930. That's right. That's a line dedicated exclusively to Horseback Beach Ride. That's right. What is it exactly? What's going on for viewers who may not have seen Jack Monroe 6-8 weeks ago, may not have heard about the Ride-a-Thon? It's the 26th annual. What is happening the principal day, the big day that we hope a lot of locals will come out to celebrate? Well, you know, it's going to be so neat. Of course, Saturday is the big Ride-a-Thon. You know, throughout the week, our riders are free to ride on the beach. They can only go so far. And then Saturday, they can go the full 20 miles. Harold's over at Thorny's is supplying food at the turnaround for people and for the horses. Wow. So that's great. Yeah, right across the street, and the one in Conway. Super location. Right. So, you know, we love Thorny's. They have been a huge help, thanks to Harold. But, you know, people are not going to be bored. As soon as they get back from the ride, we're going to give them some more food. I'm sure they're going to be hungry. It's going to be a long day. We're going to have our award ceremony, some auction, the barnyard sale, and then later on we'll have high stepping country, and then karaoke after that. So the riders will not be bored, that's for sure. Yeah, you've got riders coming in from 22 states, oftentimes even from Canada. Folks may sign up even today or over the weekend. Plan on coming in from all over, but there's still things that locals can do as well, right? Lots of locals come out for the ride. We would love for the locals to get involved. We still have some vendor spots available, which is huge. Good. I mean, that would be great for locals. What are some examples of things that folks could vend? I mean, food, anyone who sells clothes, apparel. It doesn't even have to be horse-related. Jewelry. Got a nice heart pin there, sure. I mean, really, we welcome anything. We would love to help our local businesses. Great. Locals can also still purchase trail marker signs in honor of someone or in their company's name. Those will be placed along the 20-mile ride. Those are on the beach. Those are only $200. Oh, great. Yep. So, and we are still welcoming auction items. Okay. Like I mentioned before, we have a live auction and a silent auction. We also have a barnyard sale. So anyone who works with horses, has horses, would like to donate some items to the event, that would be fabulous. Okay. The 282-2930 is a good phone number they could call to donate some items. That's perfect. Great. And of course, we would love to have some local volunteers. Oh, good. You need volunteers. Yes. Even over the next 5 days, they could donate their time? I have some friends who are coming in to help. You know, it's just something really neat for people to see, and any locals who just want to come out and volunteer and help us, we welcome them with open arms. That is fantastic, Katherine. So they can call us. Yeah, up until the 31st. Pick up the phone and dial 282-2930. That's great. Of course, a lot of the riders, folks that have been coming in year after year, taking the time to go online. Oh, yeah. Since they're all over the country, as you said. But real quick about yourself, Katherine. Are you originally from the area? I'm from South Carolina. My family is from here. My mom is actually from Conway. She's an born and raised in Horry County. Wow. Yeah. My dad is from Charleston. He was born and raised there, went to the Citadel, and then he actually join the Army.
Oh, yeah.
So my dad was in the Army for 21 years, so of course I moved around a lot while I was younger.
Yeah.
But it's so neat because when I started working for the Heart Association planning this horse ride, I actually grew up riding horses. I was on the mounted patrol. Yes, my sister and I.
You were on the what? The bounty patrol?
The mounted patrol.
The mounted patrol.
When my dad was in the Army, every Wednesday, you know, of course, we would all meet at the barn, and we would ride our horses to the flagpole every Wednesday and watch as the flag was lowered. And then my dad retired, and we moved back to Greenville, South Carolina. And when we got back to Greenville, we actually bought 2 Arabians.
Is that right?
Image and Lass. Yes, so my sister Tori, she and I rode horses every day. And Tori actually went on and was a part of the equestrian team at the University of Georgia.
Is that right?
Yes,
good for her.
So she continued on.
Does she maintain her love of horses?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you're hooked on horses, it never goes away. We don't have ours anymore, but it still has a
You have that same love affair still with horses. That's great.
So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, you've got to be. And of course, for you, having committed yourself to the American Heart Association, recognizing the importance of the mission, for folks who aren't really familiar with the impact that heart disease and stroke has on citizens, whether of South Carolina or throughout the country, what is the real impact of the American Heart Association?
Well, you know, heart disease and stroke are the #1 and #3 killers in the United States. And, you know, it really hits close to home, especially for people like me. My grandmother had a stroke when I was in college. And one of my best friends from college, his younger sister just had open heart surgery this past year, and she's only a junior in college.
Wow.
You know, so it really impacts so many people's lives, and to be able to work for the American Heart Association is a great feeling. You know, every day when I get off work, it's so wonderful to know that I've helped save a life, which is great. And you know, the Heart Association has funded 22 research grants in South Carolina that have totaled over $3 million, and that's right here in South Carolina.
That. You mean recently?
Oh, yes. That's MUSC, USC, and Clemson. So that's wonderful just to know that we're helping right here in South Carolina.
What's the incidences in women? I think a lot of folks think that the heart disease and stroke are men's diseases. Have women been impacted?
Oh, definitely. 51% of women die from cardiovascular disease.
Oh, come on.
No,
half of
that
all
is true.
Deaths of women? Or?
1 out of 2 women die from cardiovascular disease,
terrible.
And that's compared to 1 out of 3 who die from breast cancer. So, you know, you hear about breast cancer, you would think that that would be the most prevalent, but it's not. You know, women are dying every day from cardiovascular disease. So just to be able to say that we raise money every day to help these women and these men live longer is great.
That's tremendous, Catherine. Let's think about it again on the local side, whether it's vendors. What are some other things? If someone had the ability to come out and volunteer, what are some of the things you're going to ask them to do? Starting next Wednesday on Halloween. If they can't be out there Wednesday, maybe they could be out Thursday or Friday. Big days, Saturdays, still lots happening on Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
What are some of the things that if someone can't move around a lot, would you have needs for somebody who's staying seated, or if they're real agile, what are some of the things they can be doing?
Definitely. Well, one of the biggest obstacles, not an obstacle, but a huge task for us is registration.
Right.
Because when you think about it, I mean, we have 2,000 people coming into Lakewood, 1,500 horses. You know, it's required that these horses have their Coggins test.
Right. What's a Coggins test?
Well, that just is verification that the horse that you're bringing matches their test, you know, so that is major. We have a staff who does that. Yes, that's right.